Okay, this time we're going to do an editing demo. We're in Adobe Premiere. If you're not familiar with the interface, we have a source window, we have a program window. So this is going to be where you're going to cut up your clips. This is where you're going to assemble your clips. This is the space you're actually going to do the assembling on your timeline. And then of course you've got your project window down here, as well as your effects and other libraries that you might use along the way. In the top, back up in the source window, you have your effect controls, your clip mixer, and all the other windows you're going to need to do all of your editing. The demo today is going to be about taking a location. So one of my students had gone out and done a shoot for a news story about the Warner Brothers Theater in Youngstown, Ohio. It's now called the Dior Performing Arts Center, but it started as the Warner Brothers Theater. The Warner Brothers from that as in Hollywood and TV. They started in Youngstown, Ohio, went on to New York, and then to LA. But nonetheless, we're going to edit this clip together with some music. This is a great exercise for those of you that are just starting out in editing. You can take a music clip and cut some clips to it, then play it back, see how it looks, ask some friends to critique it, ask teachers, parents, whoever to critique it. Everybody watches TV, so they'll tell you what they don't like pretty quick if you haven't experienced that yet. So I'm going to start with my music. And I'm just going to grab a little 30-second clip here. I've already got kind of clipped out, and I have in here and out on this end. It's I and O. For most programs, that is the shortcut. So that will be our background music. We probably need some kind of establishing shot. If you look from the curriculum we've done so far, we need some kind of thing that tells us where we are. So the viewer doesn't know we're at Warner Brothers Theater yet. I just happen to tell you that in advance. So I found the shot that they did a tilt up of the sign, and you can kind of see the building in the background. So I think that's going to probably be where I'm going to want to start. And I like how they got the little nature thing going on here. So I'll press I to mark in, go down here so that we can reveal Warner Brothers for a little bit. We don't want it to last the whole time. I'll mark O for out. And I'm just going to use the video clip. I'm not going to, if I were to drag video and audio, I can just grab the clip and drag it down. I don't need the sound here. This is going to all be cut to music. So I'm going to grab the video only icon here and drag that down. And when I put my cursor back, maybe I can even drag that clip. So it's a 3-point edit, so I can drag that out a little bit longer. See how it looks now. So it's not too bad. Oh, there's a little music beat there, so maybe I'm going to drag that out just a little bit so that when I go to make the cut, the music will kind of go along with it. So I kind of survey through my shots here. I have it in thumbnail view. I think there's a shot I liked. Let's see. I like the shot like this. Let's see how the shot looks when we play it, because it shows it in reference to the building. I think they had another one. Let's see. This is editing. A lot of times it's being willing to look through and not just take the first thing that you find and like it. I'm almost certain there was another shot in here, unless I accidentally wiped it out, which is possible. Yeah, we'll go with this one. It shows the historical marker in the building. It might be a good transitional shot. It's not very long, so I want to take a few frames in because I'm going to use a transition. I'll play that out to see where we're at. This clip itself is only a little over 3 seconds, so maybe about here. And again, this is going to help us tie together. Whoops, see how I dragged it from the box? It would have gave me audio. So I'll drag it from the video clip only. And start playing. And we need to see something Dior now. We need to know that we're at the place, what it's called now. Oh, this was the shot I was actually looking for. You always find it when you're not looking for it. See, I've even put it in and out before when I was kind of playing around with this. I'm going to get rid of this clip, which is okay to do. We're editing. I'm going to drag this video clip in because I've already got it all kind of picked out the way I want it. And now let's see what that looks like. It shows Dior and Warner Brothers in the same reference, which is one of the things I was really going for. And now from there, if you know the history, which I guess let's get to the history in a minute. We have these two shots of the front of the building. This one they do a push. And on this one, they do a push. But you get to see the Edward Powers Auditorium, which is what it was before it was the Dior. So it actually was the Warner Brothers, then Edward Powers, and then it was the Dior. So now I think I'm going to take this shot. I like to tell a little bit of a story here with these video clips without saying anything. And as we get a little bit closer here, I can make my out point. Oops, I almost did it again. I'm going to drag my video clip only. See what we look like now. And that was really quick, so you can do a couple things. I can either pick a different shot, or in Premiere I can actually change the speed. So, excuse me. So I'm going to actually go to the speed duration. I right-clicked on it there, and let's say I take that at half speed, so 50%, and let's see if that makes it any better. It's not bad. Maybe not the most perfect thing, but you can kind of play with these kind of things when you're doing here. But I want to go ahead and show now that it is now, in fact, the Edward Powers Auditorium. Let's see what other shots they gave me to work with. This would be kind of jarring because it's coming from a different angle, so I'm probably going to skip that one. So I think this is going to be our shot. And again, this is why you guys use a tripod. All of our shots are shaky, and I could use an effect, but we don't want to go and do that, I think, today. Take it about as long as I can. But yeah, definitely use a tripod. I mean, there's no reason that he couldn't use a tripod for that shot. Let's see. And I think he's got some of the playbills here, if I'm saying that correctly. He does a pan up. Again, you see he did not use a tripod. This shot would have been a lot smoother had it used one, but I am going to use it for this purpose. So I marked my endpoint there with I. I do a little tilt up. I mark O for out. I'm going to drag it on. And I'm getting close to the end of my shot, my music that I picked out here. And maybe I can end with, this has been a National Registered Historical Place. Let's see how close we get to the end of the music. Well, not quite long enough, but again, we're editing, so we can fix that. So what I'm going to do is actually put some transitions between these shots, which sometimes that's a good thing to do, sometimes it's not, so as you practice, you'll get to know. But I'm just going to do a simple cross dissolve between all these shots. That was always my intention. So I wasn't worried if it was a little bit of a jarring effect between clips. And I'm just dragging that little clip right on the line between these two. I'm just saying I want you to blend the first parts of this clip with the last parts of that clip. And I might even start with a dip to black to begin my video. And I'm going to end with a dip to black or fade to black. I'm going to cut my audio back. I am going to go into my audio transitions. And I'm going to do a crossfade at the beginning of my music. And I'm going to do a crossfade at the end. Better save. That's a good habit if you don't do that. And let's actually see what our video would look like unrendered at this point. So not too bad. It's a simple little thing I put together. Could I get fancier with it? Yes. Could I spend a little more time? Yes. But it would make for a very long video. So don't be afraid to pick a place, go out and shoot it, cut it together, add some music, and see what you can come up with.